Hi friends, so this video is going to be a compilation of many different random clips from and over a period of several months, because it'll probably take some time before I decide to share all of this. I'm sure you can tell by the title of this video, I am single, no longer with my partner. After 5.5 years of being together, I am on my own in a sense, and it was not necessarily a mutual breakup, but it's definitely for the best, and was a situation that I could no longer healthfully stay in. So I'm figuring it out, and it's been a huge adjustment going through this kind of heartbreak for the first time in my life. Has been incredibly challenging and a lesson I never really wanted to go through, but I guess needed to. And if I'm being perfectly honest with you, the biggest challenge day to day is not having Roxanne around anymore, and that loss for some reason just, I think has been super difficult. So I'm not going to be getting into any details about the breakup, why we broke up, etc. But I want you to know that even though I still have hard days and struggle from time to time, I am very happy, and I have wonderful people in my life, and I'm so grateful for all of them. There are obviously a lot of things that, I have learned and that I can work on for myself and going into my next relationships. I am not perfect by any means, and not a brunette with bangs, but I'm going forward with a lot of lessons and ready to do more work, because what is this life without more work, self-work, and work in relationship? And at the end of the day, I know that the people that I have in my life right now are there for a reason, because they truly care for me and mean the world to me. This again is probably going to be a little bit rambly and not make a ton of sense to anybody, but there are big changes, so I will update you as I go. So I'll be honest, this was the hardest part of this video to make, because I pretty much cry every time I see sweet Roxanne, but a wonderful company reached out and sent me this nail file for dogs. It comes with clippers and a rechargeable nail file, and I wanted to post this because they were wonderful and sent it to us to try out. So it is still with Roxanne, and if you're interested in a safe nail file for dogs, check out the link to it in the description of this video. So I thought I would share a little bit about what I've been doing just to keep myself going and moving on. As you saw, or as you will see, I took a trip, which was really nice. So I flew in to Antigua. Okay, so dinner tonight, I walked to this supermarket on my own, which was interesting. I'll talk about my whole feeling of Antigua after I've had a full day here, because it's only been like a few hours. But my dinner tonight is 2 hard-boiled eggs, some grocery store potato wedges, brings me back to van life days, and canned asparagus because I wanted a vegetable. But this is what we're having tonight, and it actually is weird as it looks and maybe sounds, it's actually really good. But I just met a girl who just arrived. She's staying here at the same hotel apartment thing that I am. She is from Sweden, and she's only 20, and she just finished au pairing, and she was literally dressed exactly how I was dressed today, like leggings, the same t-shirt, and then like our hair in a French braid. And I was like, oh my gosh, like you're me 5 years ago. And we're having coffee tomorrow morning because she's super tired from all of her travels, as am I. She's like, I just want to shower and go to bed. I'm like, yes, me too. Anyway, the like hotel manager kind of set us up, and she's like, Kayla, you should come meet her. Like I think you guys will get along, and we definitely will. So I'm gonna chat with her tomorrow. And this is like my favorite thing about solo traveling. I always forget the connections that you make with people that are so random, but like the best, and they just make you happy, and the world feels so small. And yeah, so anyways, I don't even think I've like started this vlog. This might just be pieced and clipped together, but I'm going to eat my dinner. At least I've got protein and some veggies and some carbs, and see what tomorrow brings. I want to check out a beach, and then we'll go from there. If I'm being completely honest and transparent with you, it's probably not a place that I would ever go back as like a solo female traveler. There were definitely moments where it felt, I don't know if unsafe is the right word, but it was definitely moments where I was kind of like on edge and a little nervous. But yeah, just in terms of like being able to like go to the beach or go to the grocery store and not have a lot of like unsolicited comments and interactions, it was a place that, like I said, if I were ever to revisit, I would definitely want to go with somebody else. Watermelon time. It was very beautiful though. I absolutely loved the sun, and the beach was beautiful, like white sand, and the water was so blue, and it was gorgeous. And the best part about my time in Antigua was meeting a new friend of mine from Sweden, and she was just, I explained it briefly in the clip, but she was just like a younger version of me, it felt, and we had so much in common. We both arrived on the same day, and then we were literally dressed in the same way. She just finished working as an au pair, and her experience was not so great, and so we talked about that a little bit. And then she has gotten out of a 4-year relationship, and I'm coming out of my 5.5-year relationship. And we both have the same zodiac signs, and our exes both have the same zodiac signs. And like, there were just other things too that like were fitting. And I used to dance, she used to be a figure skater, but there were just like a lot of interesting points. So it was really lovely to have her company there for, it was like one evening and one morning that we hung out and chatted. And from Antigua, I ended up on a cruise, and you know this from my channel, but this is not a way that I normally travel. Not that I normally prefer to travel this way, but things aligned and it worked out. So I got to see San Juan, Puerto Rico, which was beautiful and such a fun little city.
Guest house.
There were quite a few sea days. I was supposed to see St. Bart's, but the waves were too big, so we couldn't tender in, which was fine. And then ended up having a few days in Charleston, South Carolina or North Carolina. I can't remember. But anyways, I've never been to that part of the United States before.
George Washington. She was here on the front lines fighting for a woman's right to vote. What time you guys close?
It's a very clean and well-kept city, and yeah, I had a lot of fun there. So that was my little trip away, and basically I'm just trying to figure out what's next because I really wanted to plant my feet. I don't know where I'm gonna be or end up, so I'm trying to keep moving a little bit. My next trip is booked. I'm going back to Vancouver Island, Canada, which I'm so excited about, and it feels like a connection that I need to just rekindle my flame with the island. So besides traveling, a few other things. I'm obviously working. It's full-time, it's great. If there's one thing that is actually stable in my life, it would be my work. I definitely just trying to pour any energy into fitness because I feel like it's a great way to put any pent-up emotion and energy into something like physical fitness. So I work out every day and immediately after my breakup realized I had lost 7 pounds in like a week. So we started off with a bang, already had dropped some weight, and now we're just building muscle. So I feel like I'm actually feeling really confident and fit in my body. Not that I needed to lose weight per se. And then very exciting also, I started dancing again, which is so crazy to say after 8 years of literally not stepping foot in a studio. My old dance friend, Skylar, whom you would not know unless you have been on this channel for 8+ years, she invited me to a Monday adult dance class at my old studio, and yeah, it's been really fun, and I've picked it up a lot faster than I thought I would. I was super nervous, thinking like I haven't danced in 8 years, I'm going to be horrible.
You walked in, I woke up, baby. You got that good.
And I look forward to every Monday because I get to go dance with my friends, and it's just very nostalgic. Another fun thing that I don't know if it's a hobby, but a friend of mine had his birthday and I had no idea what to get him for a gift. So I created this recipe for a muscle balm, so for like sore muscles, and this muscle balm turned out absolutely fantastic. I was so surprised. I was a little worried, but it turned out great, and the reviews have been great. So I ended up making myself one the other day, and it's more of like a relaxation, not so much for like sore muscles, but just like a relaxation balm, and it turned out really well too. So I've kind of been getting into making like, I guess, natural herbal infused products, which is kind of cool, and you can like start to create a new relationship with plants through this. I feel like is really cool, as opposed to just like infusions and teas and whatnot. And then of course the, you know, self-healing, self-help, psychedelics, reading books, journaling, all that good shit. I've really been getting more into attachment styles. Yeah, really working through my anxious attachment and like learning to be secure and to detach and all those things. So I like downloaded this workbook. It's like 300 pages, and you just like, I will be honest, I only started the very beginning of it, so there's a lot more to do, but it's just, yeah, all about learning how to become secure as a person, and I think is a good place for me to start personally. You know, relationships are obviously like two-way streets, and going forward, I feel like I just want to continue to be the best version of myself for whoever is in my life next. I do feel like a difficult part of it has been that I always really try to be open with communication, and just tried to communicate the best that I could, which obviously we're never perfect at that, and there were times that I remember being shitty at that. But yeah, I think it definitely sucks when you communicate your biggest traumas and struggles and fears with someone, and then the way that they hurt you is literally by those traumas and fears and struggles that you've shared with them, and a thought that you worked on with them. So I think, yeah, learning just to like trust again is huge and so fucking hard, and trust is so scary. I have been going to therapy, which has been helpful. I just wanted to do it for not just for the relationship reasons, but just to have someone to talk to so I wasn't venting all of my stuff on other people. I have so many amazing friends and people in my life that are open to listening and helping me through anything I need to talk about. But I also feel like there comes a point where it's not fair to just keep like repeating the same things with those people. It's nobody else's stuff but my own. So besides journaling, to have someone that you can just like say your shittiest thoughts to and just be like, okay, that's what it is, and this isn't going to be like, you know, the 30th time that my friend is hearing this. Yeah, so the therapy has been good. I will be honest, I will not say that it's been life-changing or groundbreaking by any means, but I'm just honestly trying to pull out all the stops to keep myself moving forward. So this is where I've been, what I've been doing. I don't really know what else to add, but I guess if there's more, I'll add it. And if not, I'll see you in my next video.